Hello to you. My name is Jessie Johnson. This is about life's laws, which restore strength and causes the heart to rejoice and the eyes to shine. Never pretend to be what you are not. Never refuse to be what you are. Never be led by the sickness of egoism, yours or people's, and its twisted, suicidal, internal and external pronouncements and behaviors. You have built a whole mental empire on the false mythical idea of a self, and you consider this false mind-made self to be real. What you call yourself is a complex idea of a self. It is not real. All of the years you've been around and you've constructed this idea of a myself, a me, an I, a mine, and it has infected, permeates, and pervades all of your life energies. Excuse me, few people indeed understand their true and real nature. Everyone else plays mind games and remain asleep until body death. When true spiritually awake, no, not regular awake, like waking up in the morning, but spiritually awake, is of great simplicity and uncompromising integrity and principles. There is no religion or philosophy that can help the unawake. When people say they are aware of this or that, or that they realize this or that, this is mere mechanicalness. It is not true awareness, realization, or awareness. Awakenness, not true awakenness. It is robotic and mechanical, and not its living form. The I concept is what most every human life is built on, and the fundamental cause of all suffering, life and social ignorance and misery of all forms and depths. As a result, we search, seek, desire, and weep for contentment from the objective world. At the end of all searching, there is only the supreme, non-religion, non-God, transcendental, divine, absolute, manifesting as all manifestation. Psychological images and complex mental patterns constructed from misusing memory give false life to a seeming separate self, taking ideas and concepts of I, me, myself, and mine as reality, exchanging what is true for the conceptual and the fleeting. Cease identifying with the body. The body is real and will take care of itself from having its own wisdom of millions of years. The identifying with the body and the body itself are two extremely different things. The identifying is mind content. Cease identifying with the mind's contents. The mind's contents produce a conceptual self, a separate false sense of personal self, which isn't real, and goes through the total body system and all of its energies, a created, unsubstantial, fleeting process, a mistaken sense of mind-made individuality, creating every and all pains and suffering. For the real universe world and our bodies are objects For the real universe world and our bodies are objects in bio-consciousness and supreme non-bio-consciousness. It is the identifying with this and that which is the problem. The real universe cosmos is a dense modification of the non-electromagnetic, non-physical light of non-God divine, non-bio supreme consciousness. Understand this in your deepest and highest heart, and all your life will be fulfilled. Your true nature and the true nature of all and every is beyond communication and description, and cannot be known with the mind. Mind and intellect is artificial intelligence, its first form. Recognize truth and leave away all concepts. Concepts and thoughts will come and go as needed. Concepts are only mental tools. A self made from it isn't real. Such is not the true self. Beliefs are powerful, and you have many of them. This is why you cannot truly laugh, because you are so busy crawling. You know what you are, truly are, intuitively, before thoughts, memory, mind, and before anything and everything else. The mind is a collection of impressions of all types and kinds recorded since birth. Become the witness of thoughts, especially the thousands of I's and me's thoughts. Remain as seer. The mind, in the end, is a universal concept itself. And this universal concept itself houses all other concepts, including the complex concept of a personal self. This personal, mental, constructed self is a large fraction that composes the mind. The false mind-created self is the predominant concept itself of the mind. When recognizing the true nature of concepts, one sees beyond and without concepts. Only the mind is born, not you. You have put the noose of the mind around your own neck. Your true state, so to speak, is beyond mind. When the thought flow ceases, and ceases at all layers of your system, so to speak, like an onion, it is silence beyond silence, beyond silence, stillness beyond stillness. Can you function without the mind? Yes. A newborn babe has no mind, no country, no religion, no language, no political system, no race, no name, no label, no time, no space, etc. Only realization of supreme non-God consciousness and intuitive physical life. Time is a construct of the I am of the mind. Everything after that then takes place with events and is also recorded. All concepts belong to time and space. Time shows you its own movie of a my story or a my life. Your birth and death is part of that, is part of it. All religions, politics, economics are based on concepts. They are all false and cause anti-human social and anti-life states on earth. Why? Because your system is shattered by the mind. There is no need to think all the time. Thoughts will come as needed. Just as dreams are untrue and mere information and appearance while asleep, the regular waking state is information and appearance. That which, so to speak, is beyond both is your nature. Entire lifetimes are based on the concept of I am. Before the concept of I am arose, who was I? The I concept is the source of all human insanity, all human suffering, and all misery, and is untrue. You take it to be real. It isn't. You've been taught to use mind, thinking and concepts for everything. It don't work. The body is real. Your mental bullshit of a self isn't real. It is only a large set of constant changing and mutating thoughts, premises, and false logic arguments internally. Whatever you take to be yourself will come to an end. The true spiritual is when you let go of everything, even identification with the body. Understand this. Prior to words and communications is nameless. Processes go on and the body passes away, but there is no person or entity to the body. No one ever dies. The body is complex processes. The root cause of duality is your false sense of beingness. Beingness is time, which is a reference and not real in and of itself. Time is based on duality. Duality means to be composed of or consisting of two, twofold or double in nature, elements, aspects, qualities, quantities, characteristics, aspects, etc. You yourself must become proof of non-dual absolute. You will meet no other. For knowingness began after birth. This is the knowing you have when you say, I know this or I know that. There is a knowing beyond knowing. Do not be attached to anything. You will have to give it all up in the end. That includes the body. Beyond body, mind, and prior to all, there is, so to speak, only the absolute, nothing else. Intuitive, conceptualist, ineffable, known without knowing. Non-conceptually, you are prior to experience. Concepts of a self creates karma accordingly. For the individual, the group, and the species. Thinking creates time destiny. Body consciousness can only observe what undergoes change. That, so to speak, which is true eternal, cannot be observed or known by body consciousness or mind. Hold on to what you are and not what you know. They're different. You are the trans-utter, self-evident, self-luminous reality. No, not luminous in the sense of regular light. Self-realization is the ultimate truth. Do not imagine or identify with anything, not even the body. The body has instincts and true wisdom, and does not require thoughts and thinking. Simply listen. Neither mind nor intellect can comprehend the absolute, for intellect is the first form of artificial intelligence. When you stand before life and see life, you are alive. When you stand before life and see resources, you are dead. Humans are mechanically superior, but socially and life inferior. The dead, but still moving by the hundreds of millions. Put life before things and never consider life a worthless thing only for utility. Simply grasp this much. Life's laws restores strength, causes the heart to rejoice and the eyes to shine. Thank you for listening and watching. Share this video and subscribe.